Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with my July Empties video, and as always I have all the items I used up during the month laid out in front of me by category, and I'll start off with my makeup empties. So firstly, for makeup, I used up the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This was something I had in my 2019 Project Pan. A few of the items I used up this month were from my 2019 Project Pan, so if you want to see more about my progress and thoughts on those items, you can check out those videos. But I'll talk a little bit about this one. It's a blur stick, so I was using it initially on the areas of my face where I have larger pores, and as I tried to use it up more, I was using it as like a primer, like all over my face. I did dig out some of the product, so that's what the packaging looks like. But I have to say that as a primer, I don't really prefer it. I really like a more like lotiony type primer. And I really don't want to be using like 2 primer steps. I'd rather have a product I can just use all over my face. So I don't think I'd repurchase this particular product. It wasn't my absolute favorite in terms of formula, and I don't think I'd want something for just like a certain specific area. I'd rather have just a primer that I could use all over. So that was the first one I used up. And then also for makeup, I also used up a product from Bite, and this is the Agave Lip Balm. I had gotten this in a little set I got last year, and it's just a clear lip balm. I find this is really good to apply like under a lipstick, which obviously makes sense. It's from Bite, they make lipsticks, so yeah, I really did like this. I also have another one of these in my collection that I'm currently using. I believe they changed the formula though on their Agave line, so this is the older formula. So I'm not sure how the newer formula compares, but yeah, I did use that up and enjoyed it. So that's all of the makeup empties, and next I'll move on to skincare. For skincare, the first thing I used up was a micellar water. This is from Garnier. It's the all-in-one micellar water. This one removes also like eye makeup, so it was like kind of like a dual phase I had to shake up. I have a different eye makeup remover. I use the one from Neutrogena, and I really don't need a micellar water that also removes eye makeup. I'm fine having a separate product for that. So I would say going forward, I wouldn't repurchase this particular one. I'm currently using another micellar water from Simple, and I've used the Garnier ones, I've used the Simple one. I kind of like go back and forth. I will say I probably prefer the Simple ones. I don't know exactly why, but I just feel like I always come to that conclusion after I finish up like a Garnier micellar water. I kind of always go back to the Simple. I probably, if I were to repurchase a Garnier micellar water, it wouldn't be in this particular formula, but I used it. It was fine. Maybe it was just I felt like I didn't want it, something that I could use on my eyes to also be used on my face. I don't know if it's just like thinking about it like that. I don't really have any complaints with this, but yeah, I probably wouldn't repurchase this particular one. So that was the first skincare item. The next thing I used up was from Drunk Elephant. This is the T.L.C Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, and this is an AHA/BHA 12% blend, and I really like this. I've gone through multiple bottles of this. I have another one that I'm currently using, so a much loved product in my like skincare routine. I have very like sensitive and like acne prone skin, so I like using something that just helps keep everything sort of in control. I mean, it doesn't keep my skin perfect by any means, but I just feel like I like having the glycolic like serum step. I use this at night. So yeah, I really do like this product, and I also love the packaging as well. It's an airless pump, so you like get all of the product out, but you can also like open the packaging like once you're like finished with the product and no more product will pump out. You can kind of like twist off the packaging. You can see like the airless pump, you did get all the product, but you can like twist off the top of it, and if there's any little product like stuck to the sides, I take like a Q-tip to like try to get every last little bit of it. This is quite expensive, so I want to make sure I'm not leaving any product behind, but just the pump mechanism alone gets most of the product there. I mean, there's not much left in the packaging by the time it won't pump out any more product. So love the packaging of it. I also love how it's like not like a glass or like a see-through type of packaging. It does help the product to stay good for longer. So all in all, I like this product. Already repurchased it. It's like a staple in my skincare routine, so definitely love that. The other skincare empties are all like deluxe sizes. So I used up a mask. This is from Ren. It's the Evercalm Ultra Comforting Rescue Mask. I did cut into this as well. I had gotten, I feel like it was like a year and a half ago, like a Sephora favorite set that was all mask. And it was a fun little set. It was a way to just try out a lot of different masks. And this is one of them that was in that set. This was to be like to help so like soothe your skin. If your skin was feeling like stressed out or like red, it was supposed to be good for that. It says on the back you can use it like up to 3 times a week, so it's one you can use quite frequently. So there's not like very strong any like ingredients like that it wouldn't be good to use multiple times a week. And it says you leave on for 10 to 15 minutes. I like this. It wasn't my absolute favorite mask. I really prefer for my skin more like a mud or like clay mask. So this was just okay. I wouldn't repurchase it. But I did use it up. I didn't like dislike it that I wouldn't have actually used this up. I didn't like declutter or anything, but it wasn't anything that like stood out or that I was like super excited to use. But yeah, use that one. And then the other 2 skincare empties are both from Korean skincare brands, and I got them both from friends. So this product was the MEDILAB Black Rose Blossom Ampoule. So I had to like look online to see like how I use an ampoule or when in my routine I would use an ampoule. The texture was kind of like thicker than like a toner, but sort of like an essence type of milky sort of texture. It was like kind of milky was the consistency of this. So it had a little dropper, which is nice. You could drop out some product on your hand and then apply. So I think this one I was supposed to be using like after cleansing but before a serum, so that's how I used this. I enjoyed this, but with my skincare routine, I have in the past had a much more complicated and lots of steps to my skincare routine, but these days I keep it pretty simple. I will cleanse, use something like a serum and like a moisturizer and eye cream, and that's kind of it at this point what I do, besides like occasional masking. So this type of step is not really something I'm looking to add to my skincare routine. It was a fun product to try out and I did enjoy using it, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to like purchase this or something similar to this to add to my routine. And then the last skincare item that I used up a few other products from this line. It's the Snail Bee High Content Lotion, and it's from the brand Benton. Again, it's a Korean skincare brand. So it has this like line of products all have snail as an ingredient, which is sort of an interesting sort of ingredient. It was fun to try out. Again, it's not really something I would repurchase. This was like a daily like sort of moisturizer, sort of a thin like lotiony sort of formula. I prefer like for a daytime moisturizer something more like a gel cream formula. So not the formula I would actually be looking for, and I felt it was like too thin to use it at night. I'd prefer something a little thicker for nighttime. So not really a product type or like formula that I'm looking to add to my collection, but again, it was fun to try that. So that's all for skincare. Next category is hair care, and for this I used up a few shampoos and conditioners from Herbal Essences. I used up, these were both from the same line. They're the Refresh Blue Ginger and Micellar Water shampoo and conditioner. I love the packaging, like the blue packaging of these. I think it's really pretty. But I like these. A lot of times with shampoo and conditioner, I don't have a lot to say about them. Like if they're horrible, I'll notice. But most of the time, just like they work, they're fine. I would repurchase these, but they're not like standouts that I like have to have on hand at all times. The scent of them was very like refreshing. I really enjoyed the scent. I wouldn't be able to say it was ginger unless like I knew it was ginger. I don't know even what ginger. I know what ginger smells like. I wouldn't say this smells particularly like ginger, but I did really enjoy these, and the scent was still really good. So in like these, would repurchase those at some point. And then the other shampoo I used up, also from Herbal Essences, is the Detox Black Charcoal Shampoo. So that's what this one looks like. I also have the conditioner of this, but I'm still using that one. And this scent I didn't care for as much. I definitely prefer the Blue Ginger, just scent wise. This one's more like a cologne-y type scent, a little heavy. Not my absolute favorite scent. But I did like using this one. I wouldn't say I noticed a huge difference between using one of these or the other, but I felt they worked fine just for a general like shampoo, so I did like those, but probably would more likely to be repurchasing the Refresh Blue Ginger one versus this one, just based on the scent of it. And then the other hair care item I used up was something else from my Project Pan. This was the Moroccanoil treatment. So it was a deluxe size of the hair oil, and yeah, I would use this most of the time. Like after I'd wash my hair, I always like to put in like a leave-in conditioner or hair oil. So that's how I use this. I'll have to say I do prefer like a leave-in conditioner to a hair oil. I don't have a particular reason why, but I just do prefer something like this. So I don't think I'd repurchase this one. I got this one in Sephora favorite set as well, as all like little hair products to try out. So it's been fun to like just experiment with different hair products. But yeah, I don't think I'd purchase this one in a full size. I would more lean to something more like a leave-in conditioner versus this. So that's all for the hair products. Next category I have is body care. So I'll just quickly mention a boring body care item. I feel like I have one of these every month in my empties, but this is just the Gillette Satin Care Sensitive Skin Shave Gel. So use that up. More excitingly, I used up a few things from Bath & Body Works. These were both from the Wild Blueberry line. I had the Ultra Shea Body Cream and also the Moisturizing Body Wash. And with the body creams, I always cut into them. I always want to get every last drop of the body creams. And I cut into this one as well. But these products have notes of tart blueberry, wild thyme, and white musk. And I really loved these. They were really nice. I purchased them, it was back in the springtime. So they're really nice like springtime scents, and I've recently been into blueberries. I was using these. I currently am burning the blueberry pie candle, so I feel like blueberries becoming like a popular thing, or maybe just at Bath & Body Works. So I did really like these, and again, I mean the packaging of these is just so cute. So like it made me happy just to like look at them and use them, but I did really enjoy these. And then I also used up a fragrance. So again, this is something from my 2019 Project Pan. This is the Aerin Waterlily Sun fragrance. And I really, really love this fragrance. I have a description of the notes so I could read them off. But this has Sicilian bergamot, lush dewy greens, water lily, jasmine, and musk. And I love the combination, the bergamot with that water aquatic-y floral scent, and also like the little bit of jasmine. I just love the combination of scents with this. It's a really nice perfume. I definitely would repurchase it at some point. Currently, I don't need any perfumes in my collection. I have a few older perfumes that I'm trying to work through. Hopefully they continue making this for a few more years, because I think it will take me a few more years to be at the point when I'd want to repurchase the perfume. But I really do like this. Luckily, I do have a small little like deluxe size of this, so if I'm ever feeling like I want to wear this, I will be able to. But yeah, I did use that one up and really do love this perfume. So sad it's gone, but that one, it was a little bit older in my collection, so I wanted to get through it and use it while it was still good versus just hoarding it and having it go bad. So glad I used it up, but sad that it's gone, if that makes sense. So that was all for body care, and then my last category is tools, and for this I just have a thing of cotton rounds, as always. Again, another boring empty. So that's all for my July empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.